This is what happens when you try to toast a tortilla. It gets like all weird shaped. So now I'm going to have the weirdest shaped sandwich of my life. And looking back, I should have just left this a wrap. But this is the last of my tortillas. So I'm gonna enjoy it while I've got it.
I'm real sorry you guys couldn't come along with me on a grocery trip, but I had to blast through those aisles like nobody's business, and Mr. Pokey here wouldn't have been able to keep up.
Mr. Pokey?
Yeah.
What? Did you see that? His abuse child.
I got a couple of things that are somewhat interesting. At Aldi's, I got this Asian chopped salad kit.
Oh, that's pretty cool. They have stuff like that at Trader Joe's, actually.
Do they?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Well, I don't go to Trader Joe's. I'm not allowed in there.
Yeah, you're right.
But this is $2.99, so I don't normally buy convenience foods like this. But it looked interesting. That's something I might want to duplicate, so I justified it in that manner. So I think it says it's supposed to feed 3 people. That looks like 1 to me.
Maybe a half a person.
Yeah, maybe 3 toddlers. But they don't like salad as much as we do.
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought I'd try that out. So that's the Asian chopped salad kit. Wegmans puts out a very fancy recipe book quarterly. And this was in there with a non-bread pizza, so I went to check out the non-bread, and it had eggs and milk in it, so that was a deal breaker. But this zucchini basil puree does not. So I thought that'd be kind of neat to put on a pizza with some...
Like a basil pesto pizza thing?
Chopped, there's no cheese in here.
Yeah.
Some chopped broccoli. I looked! With some chopped broccoli
Maybe
and some caramelized onions or something.
The vegan V, if I can... Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Where is it? It's right
It's under the G and the
there.
L. Neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. So we'll try that out. Now, your dad puts crushed tomatoes in lots of stuff. Those are $1.99 each organic. I try to get organic when I can. But they had these crushed fire roasted tomatoes. These are $2.99, so they better be $1 worth more.
Yeah.
Better, or heads are gonna roll.
Wow.
I'm not gonna be happy. If that's not $1 worth better, I'm gonna be angry. Anyway, so that was 1, 2. What else did I get? Oh, I got field roast sausage. We've had this before, smoked apple sage. I want some sausage. I want to make a nice breakfast sandwich. Oh, I got one other thing that...
Yeah?
Did you do a recipe video when I made English muffins?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well sometimes I make English muffins because I don't like to eat... a lot of them have whey in them, so I don't generally eat store-bought English muffins, so I make my own, but I don't have time. But I really want an English muffin, so I got these. They're $5, so...
Oh, that's kind of pricey for...
I know! So, yeah, I kind of went off the rails a little bit today. But sometimes you want an English muffin, so I'll ration them out. Maybe I should hide them. Oh, Kara will find them. Maybe I should hide them. Don't put this up till you guys move out.
Okay.
She doesn't need to know about this. And I got some organic popcorn, because, you know, I'm about the organic life. When feasible.
Yeah.
And last and not least, I won't be eating this. Alba Botanica. Very emollient body lotion coconut rescue. Non-GMO, no parabens.
Non-GMO?
Blah, blah, blah. Not tested on animals, you know. You know the drill. Nobody got hurt. No harm, no foul. Okay, Terry out.
I found a couple different recipes for rice milk. Some of them involved just cooking the rice. Some of them just involve soaking the rice just so it's like a little bit, just a little bit soft, but it's not fully cooked. And other ones like where you completely waterlog it and just overcook it basically with a bunch of water, you know, so you're not burning the pot, so you just have a bunch of water in there. But basically it all depends on what kind of blender you have, because the recipes that were for just like a normal blender you get at like a thrift store for like $5 or $10, that was the kind that you want to like really waterlog. And the kind that I have, or that I'm gonna try, is one where you don't really have to cook it all that much, because I have a knockoff high-speed blender, so I guess this will be the true test if it actually is a high-speed blender, because it was only like 80 or $90 or something like that, but it looks exactly like a Vitamix. I mean, like, come on, like, who are you kidding, Ambiano? Like, we know what you're trying to imitate here. But yeah, so pretty much any kind of milk you want to make, whether it's a nut milk or a grain type of milk, like oat milk, really all you're doing is just blending that thing, like oats or rice or almonds, with water, and then you already made it, and then you just strain it. I don't have a cheesecloth, so I'm just going to use a strainer But I've done this with oat milk before, and most of the time I'll just add in like vanilla and like maple syrup or something like that. You could blend up some dates. Since I do have a high-speed blender, I could get away with that. If you don't have a high-speed blender, it'll probably, the dates might be like a little bit too chunky, so we'll see how this goes. Right now I have like a 1-to-1 kind of ratio, and I still have a bunch of rice left over, and if I want it thicker I'll just add more rice, and if I want it thinner I'll just add more water. So, oh, I might have this on, I don't know if it matters, but usually I have it on this way. So anyway.
Vegan, you hear me? Of animal products, I'm wary. I'm telling them dairy is scary, so I don't eat cheese, I eat Gary.
I don't know how long that was, but I don't think it was 2 or 3 minutes. Woo! Yeah, it definitely went all the way up to the top. So if you are gonna do this recipe, like, definitely have the top on securely. I felt it like just trying to come up and out. Let's try. Well, maybe I shouldn't try this. Yeah, I'll try that, even though I haven't strained it yet. Kind of reminds me of like the oat milk, because it's like kind of got the same consistency, almost like the same flavor too. Like, you can definitely taste the rice, which actually it tastes pretty good. I like that. If you don't have a cheesecloth and you're going to be using a strainer, I suggest getting one that has really small holes for obvious reasons, so you don't get a bunch of chunks. Maybe even one even smaller than these holes if you got it. But this is all I've got for right now. And then you just dump her on in. Then I just cleaned out the blender, and I'm just going to pour this back into the blender and then strain it just as many times as I can until there's nothing really left to strain. And looks like that might actually be the last time, because there's like almost nothing in there. I don't want to show you guys here. I can show you over here over the sink, but I just don't want to show you guys over the kitchen, because then I'm gonna have to clean stuff up, and I'm not about that life. But let's try this now, see how it is. Yeah, sounds like it tastes. Sounds when I like listening to this milk. Yeah, it tastes like it's already pretty good. But yeah, I'm just going to add in little syrup, little vanilla, and just a teensy weensy bit of salt. Blend her up again. I don't really feel like I have to blend this one that long, because I'm not really pulverizing anything, I'm just mixing things up. Let's try this time. I feel like it'd be better cold, but it's pretty good. I like it. I definitely taste the rice though. Like, when you make rice milk, you're gonna taste the rice. But yeah, it's, I would say, not my favorite milk, but it's pretty good. Now that we have rice milk, I'm going to try this 3-ingredient pancake recipe. I don't really want to use a blender for it, because I know that using that blender, you have a really hard time getting anything back out of it. Like, you put stuff into it, and there's so much stuff that just gets stuck to the bottom. Like, I kind of miss having like one of those not high-speed blenders where you could actually take out the bottom, because that's what I would do when I had a blender you could screw in the bottom. And if I made like a dip or like something that'd be really hard to get out, I would actually unscrew the bottom and just like get the hummus or whatever kind of dip I made out that way. So anyway, I put in 1 banana, a half a cup of oats, and it calls for 3.5 tablespoons of some kind of plant milk. So yeah, that's about a half a tablespoon. I don't know why it's a half a tablespoon. It's weird, but it does not look like very much is in there. So it's not very liquidy. So I don't know. I'm gonna do it by what it says. And it said you could use an immersion blender, but yeah, like I said, I want to be able to actually get this out instead of putting it in and like, well, there's half the pancake batter in the blender. This is like not doing anything. It's just making a mess of the bananas. I mean, okay, it's kind of getting somewhere, I guess. You just really got to mix those bananas in. It probably would be, it definitely would be a lot easier if I were using a normal blender. Yeah, the bananas, like, really, okay, you just gotta mix the bananas in, that's all. Alright, this is maybe I can show you guys what it looks like. Kinda. There you go. It doesn't make very much. I should probably make like a double batch. Yeah, I'm gonna make a double batch. That's not enough. It's not enough food. I'm gonna add in a little bit of pumpkin spice too. And also, now that I'm doing this, you probably could do this just as easily if like you put just the oats and make oat flour in the blender, and then you, oh wow, that smells really good with the pumpkin spice already. And then you can probably just mix it in. But like with the blender, you're basically just pulverizing the oats, so could have just done that. Oh, that's a really cool color. Whoa, look at it. It's a cool design. It's so easy to use. Look at that. I have a feeling you can probably make this recipe with any type of grain. I could probably even make rice pancakes if I wanted to. Maybe bean pancakes. Hummus pancakes! Okay, I couldn't help but try this pancake. I just bit into it. Wasn't the best pancake I've ever had. These pancakes are really dense though. Like before I mean maybe you can't tell just by hearing it, but like I wish you could hold it right now because it is a dense, heavy pancake. So I'm gonna try this little one with blueberry jelly, and the next one will be with some maple syrup. You really taste the banana. It's almost like banana bread-ish, but in pancake form. Because you really taste the banana. Maybe I taste like a hint of oats, but I don't think I really taste the rice. The vanilla and the pumpkin spice isn't like super overpowering, but it's very banana-y. Vegan Zombie just posted a Q&A with me and him. I'm in the middle of watching it right now. But more importantly, gotta try this one the way that pancakes are supposed to be tried. Tastes a bit more pancakey. Still incredibly banana-y though. Not my favorite recipe, but if you really like bananas and really want banana pancakes, this is actually not that bad. So it's just rice, beans, hot sauce, and I got a little bit of Mrs. Dash while I finish editing this video. You ready for your close-up?
I'm ready for my little lunch.
Your little lunch. Mm-hmm. You said that's like half the salad that came in the bag?
Half the salad, yep.
Yeah. It's like enough that you would still need pasta and vegetables.
Yay, this is a dinner salad.
Mm-hmm. Look over here so you can actually see you in the lighting.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not worth $3.
I know most people have rice and beans, but I like to have beans with a little bit of rice. Also a sweet potato. I'll probably actually have a second sweet potato. The other ones are still cooking. I just got really impatient because I wanted this one to cool off as fast as possible so I could eat it as fast as possible. Well, as soon as possible and enjoy it. But I need to start editing this video because tomorrow I'm not going to have like any time to edit because I'm going to be at a track meet. I would say all day, but I don't think I'd leave until like 2. So I have until 2 to finish it and post it and do a thumbnail and all that stuff. So see ya.